This lesson is going to teach you a lot of math, but we're going to use art to do it because there are a lot of things in common with math and art. You're going to learn a lot of vocabulary, and even if you're young and these are big words, I know you can learn big words because I've seen kids play with Pokemon cards. I've seen preschoolers play with Pokemon cards. So you're going to learn proper vocabulary. You're going to learn to identify patterns. You're going to learn what symmetry is. Patterns and symmetry are both really important in both math and art. Rhombus is a geometric shape. Rhombi is the plural of rhombus because it's a Greek word. You're going to learn to make hexagons out of rhombi or make a whole out of parts, which again, that's something very common in both math and art. You're going to learn to tessellate a hexagon. You're going to learn to tessellate by color. You're going to learn to create a pattern using the same shapes. You're going to look for tessellations in everyday life. You're going to learn to recognize shapes, expand your knowledge, and reflect on what you learn. You'll start off by learning the vocabulary that's used in this lesson. The vocabulary is important in both math and art. You'll learn words like tessellation, patterns. There's an anomaly here in the pattern. This is asymmetric, whereas this is symmetric. Here's another tessellation. This is random, orientations, congruent, diagonal, horizontal. You'll learn all kinds of words. Patterns are really important in both math and art, so patterns will be a part of this lesson. Give you a sneak peek here at some of the important words. Symmetry is a really important concept both in math and art. Symmetry, this butterfly is symmetric. It has symmetry, meaning if we folded it on this line, see how it would line up with itself? It's the same on both sides of this line. That's called the line of symmetry. Rhombi is the plural of rhombus. This shape here is a rhombus. All four sides are the same, and it's shaped like a diamond. Here we have rhombi, meaning the plural for rhombus. This is not a rhombus, it's a kite, which is a mathematical word, and it's also just an everyday word for something that looks like this. You can see here how math and art have things in common. These three rhombi, we put them together, you change the orientation. Orientation means the direction that it's tilted, and put them together, and these three rhombi make a hexagon. A hexagon is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided figure. Hex means 6. And you put them together, and you get a whole different shape. Now, tessellate is a mathematical word. To tessellate means put shapes together in a way where they fit together perfectly and there's no overlap. Here we're tessellating the hexagon. Now see how artistic that looks? See how it almost looks three-dimensional? Here you add color to the tessellations. It can get really interesting. There are some very simple ways to tessellate, make shapes that fit together with no overlap, where the shapes are all the same. And when you use color, it can look really artistic. Once you learn about tessellations and the vocabulary involved, you'll see tessellations all over in your everyday life. See how these bricks tessellate? Tessellate means they make a tessellation. The pattern on this fabric is a tessellation. The soccer ball is a tessellation, a honeycomb. This floor, the way the tile is laid, it tessellates. There's a very famous mathematician who was also an artist. His name is M.C. Escher, and he did a lot of tessellations for his artwork. He used his math to do his art, and he created just incredible tessellations, which if you know the math, it's not that hard to do.